the famous talk show, one of the most important talk shows that every migrant should follow up, the talk show named The Immigrants. So basically, again, before get into our topic, I would say, please follow us, please join us, please let's help each other, let's support each other. But how are we going to help and support each other? I think from my end here, the best way, the best method, the best possibility for you to support us is by sharing this live video, any media platform you might be using. We are live in TikTok. We are live. Radio RFM is live in TikTok. Of course, Radio RFM is in Facebook. Radio RFM is in Instagram and Twitter. So almost all the media platforms. If you are in TikTok, go and tune Radio RFM. Go and follow Radio RFM. Likewise in Instagram, Facebook. Follow us, follow this page, like the page, and please share. Radio RFM, we will be bringing you the weekly radio talk show, The Immigrants. Today, like I said, our last week, we last week was more or less introduction. What do we want to achieve in this talk show? And so today we will start with one of the most important pillar, or one of the most important, of course, a key to our stay in Germany. Today we want to concentrate on integration. Some of my one of my colleague, one of my activist friends said, "Look, Mr. Sonko, I think we should not even use integration." What I said, what should we use? He said, inclusion. Because most of the immigrants in Germany or anywhere, immigrants are usually very integrated people. Most of us went through schools in our schooling system in our countries, in our various countries. Most of us studied in our countries. Most of us were working professionally. We learned different skills in our country. So absolutely he said, we are really integrated in our country. All what we need in Germany, in Europe, is inclusion. So I would say today we are going to talk about integration, but in a form of inclusion, my dear brothers and sisters. Integration, why is it important for a migrant to be integrated? Of course, we know Germany is not our most of us, we the immigrants. This talk show is for the immigrants. Germany is not our country of origin. Basically, we are here for a purpose. Some of us are here based on asylum reasons. Some of us are here based on integration reasons. Some of us are here based on work. Some of us are here, so many reasons that brought all of us here together. So for us to succeed as asylum seekers, for us to succeed as job seekers, for us to succeed as whatsoever in this country, the most important thing, the key, is integration, inclusion. How can we include, involve, socialize ourselves in this society, in the German society, in regions, states, villages where we are living as immigrants? So that's why I think it's important, it's a necessity for us to also talk about integration of immigrants in Germany. Well, integration have different branches. I always said that for a migrant or immigrant to get integrated, there are different branches of integration. Of course, and another important thing is in integration. Some are very slow in inclusion. Some are very slow, but then some are equally very fast. But here we are going to discuss. We are going to talk about how can we help each other to be integrated. What are some of the things that we can do to get integrated here in Germany? What are some of the best methods of integration in Germany? Of course, when we talk about best methods, best possibilities, fastest ways to get integrated, to get inclusive, to be, to get into the system here, I think the best method, I always said, is Ausbildung. Of course, people might differ in terms of opinion. People might differ in terms of their ways, their understanding in terms of integration. For me, the best integration channel or method is through house building, my dear brothers and sisters. Look, like I said, most of us are here for reasons, you know. Let's start with asylum seekers. If you are an asylum seeker in Germany, you came here and you seek asylum. Your asylum is on the process, like the process is going on. Asylum is always an ongoing process. If you seek asylum, BAMF, BAMF did either decided or did not decide on your case. That means that basically, here you are not yet clear. If it is not yet clear to you if you are going to stay permanently in Germany or not, if you will have a possibility of if you will have a possibility of having a permit, a residential permit to stay in this country or not. So basically, if you seek for asylum, means you seek for protection. So that protection, for the state to grant you that protection, of course, in Germany they also have a system. There are laws and regulations that govern that asylum system. But basically, the best way, the easiest way to defeat that bureaucratic system, that tough bureaucratic asylum system, is by getting yourself into house building. That's why me and many other Gambians, Nigerians, African helpers, we always said, even German helpers, we always advise our dear brothers and sisters, our colleagues, to try to get into house buildings. Because here, as soon if you are an asylum seeker, either your case is decided or not, either you are accepted or not, as soon as you get into house building, you have some safety. You at least have some safety. You at least have some time to prepare yourself. You at least have some time to integrate yourself. You at least have some time to follow certain processes and procedures if you are in house building. Let's say, for instance, you are an asylum seeker. Mr. Sonko is an asylum seeker who seeks asylum. I am looking for asylum here in Germany, but BAMF still did not get back to me with a either negative or positive results in terms of my asylum. The best for me, the best way to defeat this system for me, Mr. Sonko, will be probably to get into an house building. Of course, I know some will tell me, Mr. Sonko, or some will say it's very difficult to get house building. Yes, at some point. But then there are so many house buildings in Germany. There are about more than 300 house building places in Germany that you can do as a migrant. Not only migrants, even German citizens are doing house building. So generally it is for every human being. If you have some legal status or legal, permit to stay here. When I mean legal permits, don't get me wrong. Even your duldung sometimes because you seek asylum, you are rejected, and they give you duldung. That duldung is your legal status at that time. So basically, here what I'm saying is anybody who has a stay right here, either you are asylum seeker, you are in duldung, you are in gestaltung or whatsoever, or even you having a residential permit, you can go into house building. And as soon as you start house building, house buildings are usually in German is for 3 years. Usually in German is for 3 years. Asylum seekers who are in duldung, whom their asylums are rejected, they have this so-called toleration, duldung, the red line. The immigrants in Germany, you know what I'm talking about. So if you have this duldung, if you have this toleration, has this toleration house-wise, okay. So what you can do is, if you get into an house building, probably that toleration you can change it from. You can change that toleration to house building duldung. What is house building duldung? House building duldung, if you have house building duldung, you are gedulted, you are tolerated to stay here for at least 3 years. Of course, there are requirements. Of course, you must first get an house building place. Of course, you cannot get an house building duldung if you are if your asylum case is still running. Except and until if you probably will come to that. I don't want to deviate. I don't want to get to that now. But let's talk about the house building and house building. How house building can help an asylum seeker to stay here in Germany. How house building can save an asylum seeker to stay here and to have a safe stay in Germany. How house building can help a migrant in Germany to have a better integration in Germany. How house building can help a migrant in Germany to have a better job after house building, a better paid job after house building in Germany. This is what we want to concentrate today. This is what we want to discuss. This is what we want to share with our dear brothers and sisters in Germany. House building. If you are in house building, if you have an house building plus, you are an asylum seeker or an immigrant, you are not, your status here in Germany is not clear. You are not sure if you will be deported or not. Get yourself into an house building. Look for house building. Try to have an house building. As soon as you have house building and you are having a duldung, what you are going to do is try to apply for an house building duldung. House building duldung. As soon as you have house building duldung, you are permitted, safely allowed to stay here for 3 years, 3 good years. You are tolerated to stay in Germany for 3 good years. That toleration, they will only cancel it, or they will only stop it, or only take it away from you if you commit certain crimes in Germany here. But usually, if you are in house building, you are in duldung, you have house building duldung, you are completely safe and secure for 3 good years. After successfully completing your house building, when I say successfully here, it means after successfully going through your 3 years house building program, you pass your exam, you have your forgiveness, you have your results, you have a good results. After that, you can apply for a residential permit. So basically, brothers and sisters, I'm not pushing myself to the residential permit area. We will get to those things later on. But then here, the importance of house building. House buildings are important because here you learn a profession. Let's say you are a cook. Let's say you are, you want to work at a hotel. Let's say you want to work in elderly care centers, these elderly Altenheims. Let's say you want to be a nursery teacher, kindergarten. You want to work at a kindergarten. Let's say there are different house buildings. So many house buildings, So you can do so many different house buildings here in Germany. But the most important thing is, this house building, this vocational training, as soon as you got the chance to do it, go for it. As soon as you finish, you will have a professional qualification here in Germany. And that professional qualification, there is nothing like he or she is a German or not a German. As soon as you got that professional qualification in Germany, you are entitled to certain payments. So you will not be having these lower paid jobs in Germany. So you will not be struggling to even, look for a job in Germany. If you learn a profession in Germany, you finish an house building, there are so many possibilities that after a successful training, after successfully finishing your house building, in normal circumstances, companies, institutions that even give you the chance to do house building, usually you continue with them, to work with them. You will be paid good. You will be integrated. You will have so many benefits as a migrant here. Not only residential permit. Residential permit is a key because we all want to have a legal permit to stay in Germany. But not only that, there are so many benefits that somebody who complete house building, can benefit from in Germany. So here we are saying that our dear brothers and sisters, our Gambian brothers and sisters, the Ghanaians, the Kenyans, the Nigerians, we are encouraging all of you people, if you get the chance to have an house building place, please do not miss this chance. Please go for this chance. Go for this opportunity. House buildings are important. House buildings are very helpful. House building, it can help you to stay in Germany forever. House buildings can help you to have a professional skill that you may not have in your country. Go for house buildings. If you are working in a company, institutions, or anywhere you're working, anybody you're working with, he or she offer you, this company offer you, or this institution offer you for an house building, for a vocational training. My dear brothers and sisters, our advice is always is to go for this vocational training, to go for this house building, because this is a key for your stay. This is a key for you to get a permit. This is a key for your success, your future in Germany. This is how important house buildings are. Well, we understand not everyone can do house building. We understand not everyone want to do an house building. But here we are saying how important it is for as a migrant to try to do an house building. My dear brothers and sisters. So basically, we will go for a commercial break, a short commercial break, and we will come back after this commercial break with our to continue with this talk. Our talk today, integration and house building.
The listeners agree. The message is clear.
Here we go.
The best radio station to listen to this year.
It's the best.
It's the best.
It's the best music.
Best tunes.
Because they got the best music.
Live from Stuttgart City, Germany.
99.2 Radio RFM.
Your home of African music.
We play only your choice.
Yeah, we are back again, Radio RFM. Like I said before we start our talk again, before we continue, please follow us anywhere you are watching right now. If you are somebody who is using Facebook, please, I will say it, yeah, our Radio RFM is in Facebook. Please go to Facebook, Radio RFM, equally in Instagram. Are you an Instagram user, a Gambian, a Kenyan, a Nigerian, African immigrants here? I will say it again, Radio RFM is in Instagram. Go and like our page, share our page, so that our other fellow African brothers and sisters might benefit from this talk show, The Immigrant, with your host, Mr. Sonko. Of course, the best TikTok users, our TikTokers, our African TikTokers, Radio RFM is in TikTok. Our talk today, we continue about integration, house building. How important house building in Germany? You know, house buildings are very, very important for migrants who are here in Germany, because it helps you, number one, for your residential permit issue. It helps you to at least have a chance, a duration, a time frame where you can organize yourself, you know, and you can rescue yourself from deportation. House buildings are also, you know, they give you a chance that probably you might not have in your country, in your home country. That is to learn a professional skill in Germany. You know, house buildings are equally also very important to give you that access to the German system. You know, you might have a better job, a well-paid job after when you successfully finish your house building. These are some of the reasons why we want to today talk more about house building, how important house buildings are. You know, brothers and sisters, there are so many of our asylum seekers here in Germany whom, you know, they are here today. Most of us, some of us are here in Germany today. Thank God because of house buildings. Thank God because of the opportunities we had to do house buildings. Most of migrants, African migrants, whom, you know, today they have their residential permit. Thank God because of house buildings. Most of your brothers and sisters you are living the same home with. Most of your brothers and sisters you are living in the same, you know, camp with, or the same city, the same village with. Seeing them every morning, going to school, from school, sometimes going to their workplaces, doing their vocational training, their house building. It takes them only 3 years. If it takes them only 3 years, of course, sometimes it can be more than 3 years. But then, in normal circumstances, it is 3 years. You will successfully finish your house building. And guess what? If you are not permitted, you can apply for residential permit through this house building. If you complete your house building successfully, and again, what? You will have a well-paid job. If you're doing an house building, you know, sometimes you are paid, you know, of course, that's the difficult part of it. Some will tell you, you know, I have a family, or I am that, I cannot do house building because, you know, the payment is here and there. Something. Yes, because you are a student. That's the laws here. So if you are in house building, you are not expecting to be paid thousands of euros. No, it doesn't work like that. But then as soon as you finish your house building, you will be paid. You will have a very good pay. You will be paid well in Germany. So that's why we advise our brothers and sisters. It takes only 3 years. If you can do it successfully in 3 years, fine. But then it did not mean that somebody cannot do house building for 4 years, for 5 years. Some can, because you can repeat your house building. If after 3 years, if you did not pass your exam, you can repeat it. You can repeat that. So basically, I saw some people whom they did house building 3 years finished. Most of our migrants. Most of our migrants are doing it 3 years and get done with it. But of course, going 4 years, 5 years also is still possible. There are possibilities to go through that. So brothers and sisters, let's all try to our intention, my intention, the intention of Radio R, the intention of helpers, migrant helpers here in Germany, in Baden-Württemberg, is to see many African brothers and sisters getting succeed in Germany. To see many African brothers and sisters getting their residential permit in Germany. To see many of our dear brothers and sisters having a safe, peaceful stay in Germany. And in order to do this, in order to have this, we think the best way for you to get this, my dear brothers and sisters, is to go and do house building. We want to see thousands of African brothers and sisters getting residential permit here in Germany. And to get to that, the best way to have this probably will be to go for house buildings. We want to see our dear brothers and sisters getting saved. We want to see you, if you are in Duldung, some of our brothers, our African brothers and sisters, the immigrants who are in Germany, with Duldung sometimes is not safe. Duldung alone is not safe. So, but then when you get into house building, you through your lawyers, through your supporters, through your helpers, sometimes even yourself, through the Ausländer, you can apply for house building Duldung. As soon as you have that house building Duldung, das bedeutet, du bist geduldet für 3 Jahre. It means you are tolerated to stay in this country for 3 years. They would not revoke that except and until you commit certain crimes, which I trust in my brothers and sisters that they are not criminals. They will not get into those things. So brothers and sisters, let's try to have house building. Let's try to do house buildings in Germany. This will help us a lot. Let's try to encourage each other. If you are working in Germany, of course, yes, you're having 1,500, 1,800. It's okay. It's good. Okay? It's not bad. But the best thing will be for you to learn that work you are doing currently. Ask your boss. Ask your company. Ask that institution. Will they be able to offer you an house building? And if they say yes, my dear brother and sister, go and take this opportunity. This is the best opportunity for you in Germany. Do not miss this opportunity to have an house building place in the workplace you are anywhere you are working. If they offer you for house building, go and have it. Grab that chance. Go for it. It takes you 3 years. As soon as you start, after 1 year, you jump into your second year. Third year, you are into your exams. Let's take those opportunities. That will be the best way for many of our dear immigrant brothers and sisters to get well inclusive, well integrated here in Germany. And this is our mission. This is what we want to do. We want to make sure, we want to see our brothers are safe legally. We want to see our brothers are integrated, inclusive. They have better jobs, well-paid jobs. They are in good payment skills, but not 9 euros payment per hour. This is what we want to achieve, and we can do it, my dear brothers. It's not difficult sometimes to get to change the status quo. Sometimes it is not very difficult sometimes to get house building plus in Germany. There are so many institutions, companies, workplaces that they are offering house buildings. now even I laughed when I'm in a train, or when I'm in S-Bahn, regional Bahn, or even U-Bahn. I saw everywhere posters everywhere adverting house building places, and we are here in thousands. Our brothers and sisters are here in thousands. Let's try to grab those opportunities. If you are somebody who can read and write, you have some basic education from your country, try to get yourself into an house in a house building. It will only help you. Let nobody discourage you about that. House buildings are very, very helpful. They are very, very helpful. I said it here. It prevents you from deportations. House building can do that. Thousands of our dear Gambian brothers and sisters, our dear Nigerian brothers and sisters, even Kenyan brothers and sisters, Ghanaians are here today in Germany, safely secured their permits because of house buildings. So it's working for thousands of your brothers and sisters. So if you still did not grab this chance, or if you're still thinking about it, I will advise you, I will encourage you to go and look for an house building plus. If you have it, if your company, your institution said, yes, we will offer you an house building, grab that chance, grab that opportunity. That's your best opportunity. Don't miss that opportunity, my dear brothers and sisters. House buildings are helpful, I repeat. They can help you to stay. And it is a win-win. A win-win for the country we are living, a win-win for you yourself. Because any work you are doing, if you learn it professionally, if you are trained professionally in that work, you are very comfortable in that workplace. You know how everything operates there. You know how you become very comfortable in that working environment. And what next? Because it's a law here. You will never have a low-paid job with an house, after successfully completing your house building. Yes, I know. And yes, I understand. Some of our brothers and sisters whom probably, because of course house building also have some requirements. There are requirements. Okay, you must have certain basic educations. So of course you must read and write. You must be able to read and write. I understand that. But thousands of our brothers and sisters, like I said at the beginning of this show today, most of us are already integrated. What we need is inclusion. But to be included also equally, then you sometimes need to grab those opportunities. You need to go for those opportunities. You yourself need to go and search for those opportunities. Some of us already, have habituas in our countries. We went from grade 1 to grade 12. Some of us sat grade 12 exams in our countries. We have our certificate. Some went through college system in their countries. Some even studied in their countries and they're here. So those people, you cannot say they are not integrated. Of course they are. So probably what they need is how best to be to be inclusive here, to get into the system, to have a better living condition here in Germany. So those people, I would say, do not sit. And not only house building. If you have the opportunity to study in this country, there are so many opportunities. Grab it, my dear brothers and sisters. Here today, what I want to emphasize and what I want to talk, what I want to inculcate to my dear brothers and sisters is importance of, learning, importance of, upgrading yourself, importance of learning a profession in Germany, importance of what that profession you learn will bring you. It will be a kind of a network for you. It will open many doors for you. You will never finish an house building in this country and still think that no way I cannot have a job in this country. No. There are so many chances. So grab them. Yes, I know. My dear brothers and sisters who are watching right now in Facebook and in TikTok and in Instagram, some will be, yes, it's normal. Some will say, no, it doesn't work like that because I tried. But if you try one institution, one company, one workplace, and you did not have it there, that did not mean still there. There are about more than 300 house building places that you can do in Germany. Modern. Go and grab them. Are you somebody who is interested in working in Altenheims? That is this elderly care centers. Go there. Apply. If you cannot, ask for somebody who can help you to apply. Are you somebody who is interested, working in kindergarten? Go, Erzieher oder Erzieherin. Go and do it. They are looking for people in Germany. Are you somebody who is interested to be a Lokführer? That is a train driver. A very well paid job. Deutsche Bahn is looking for people every day. Their adverts are everywhere. They will offer you either and their Schulung takes for between 10 to 11 months. You will have your qualification as a Lokführer, as a train driver in Germany. You can equally do it as an Ausbildung. To learn it as a profession, as a skill, professional skill, as a train driver. Deutsche Bahn is looking for people. Are you somebody who can already drive? Go and apply. Both drivers are looking for, they are looking for people. Job opportunities are available everywhere. Supermarkets. There are different stores here, big stores. Apply. Go and search for it. Search for you will have it. There are websites that you can even look for Ausbildungs. There are different Ausbildungs we can do. You can name them here. If we want to name all the Ausbildungs that people, are allowed or can have, chance to get in, there are too many. Go and grab them. Yes, I know some of our brothers already tried at least once, 2 times, and they did not succeed. So they think, no, it's not possible. No, of course, it's possible. The system needs people. Germany needs more than 300,000 migrants 300,000 people to work in their labor market. This country needs us. So we want to take that advantage. That's why we are here. That's why we are talking. That's why we continue to sensitize. That's why we continue to do this advocacy. It is not because we want to talk. It is not because we want to be here. We want the opportunity that we saw our other brothers and sisters having. We want you also, me and you, to grab the same opportunity. This is our intention. This is our advocacy point. It is not that we want to talk. It is not that we want to be always in the spotlight. We want to see that our brothers and sisters, our immigrant brothers and sisters, are succeeding in Germany. We want to see that our brothers and sisters are equally benefiting like others. It is possible. Of course, to some it's difficult, but to many it's possible. So that's why it's important. Anybody who can grab this opportunity, this chance, hey, my dear brothers and sisters, let nobody fake you. Let nobody discourage you. Ausbildungs are helpful. Ausbildungs, people are benefiting. Your brothers and sisters are benefiting from it. Take this opportunity. Let's take this opportunity from now on. Are you a migrant who is sitting home, who is sitting in the heim, who is sitting in the camp, thinking of what to do in Germany? Your brother is here telling you today something is possible for you in this country. Your brother is here to tell you that even your deportation, you can stop it with this Ausbildung. Your brother is here to tell you, I am begging you, I am trying to tell you, my advocacy point is, I want to see our dear brothers and sisters all to succeed in Germany. We can do it. Let's go for that. That's the best way. So today, that's all what we have for today. We are running out of time. Our show will continue next week. It's only 1 hour. Every radio is a time. We work with time. So basically, what I want to say is, dear brothers and sisters, take this opportunity. Let's take advantage, or sometimes let's take advantage of the system too. There are so many things that we can grab as immigrants, as Kenyans, as Gambians, as Nigerians. Sometimes doors are open. Of course, I know so many of our brothers are facing challenges and difficulties. Yes, I know, and we are with you. We are with you. Anything we can do to help, through our advocacy, through sharing information, we will continue to do that. But the fact is, we also need to try to change the narratives. How are we going to do that? grab the opportunities, get yourself into house buildings, learn the languages, be integrated. Inclusion we need. That's all what we need. So today we will stop here for now, and inshallah, with the power of God, we will be returning here every week, every Sunday. Follow us anywhere you are watching. Like I said, please support me. Support Radio RFM. How are you going to do that? The best way to do that is to share this platform. We are not asking you to come here, give us money. We are not asking you to offer us job. All what we are saying is support us. Hence, we are supporting our dear brothers and sisters by sharing the page, by liking the page, by informing our colleagues, our Gambian brothers and sisters, Nigerians, the Kenyans, the Ghanaians, that Radio RFM is there for them. And there is a weekly show called The Immigrants, hosted by Mr. Sonko. Thank you. Till next time.
The listeners agree. The message is clear.
Here we go. Here we go.
The best radio station to listen to this year.
It's the best music.
Best tunes.
Because they got the best music.
Live from Stuttgart City, Germany.
99.2 Radio RFM.
Your home of African music.
We play only your choice.